Alrighty, guys, so we are live here. Had to pull literally some emergency coverage for you guys here. Just got a tornado warning here about 5-10 minutes ago that just popped off there across portions south of Little Rock. Out there by East End, we have Iron Springs. We got places out there by Wrightsville. We have Woodson, Hensley, Scott, Keogh, and England here. This is a tornado warning that is now in effect here. Like I said, I was not planning on going live, but this decided to go tornadic here. So we are now under a tornado warning, guys. Once again, East End, Iron Springs, Wrightsville, Woodson, Hensley, Scott, Keogh, and England there. We are now under a tornado warning. Now, whenever it comes to the velocities and everything like that on the storm here, it was looking pretty impressive there for a little bit. You know, we very well could have had a possible tornado on the ground here just a few moments ago, if not potentially still happening. Let's hope not. But yeah, whenever it comes to it, it looks like we might have had a debris signature there, as you can see. A little bit ago here by East End, it looks like we did see ourselves a confirmed tornado that did occur out in those regions there. It looks like it, according to correlation coefficient and everything like that. So, anyways, but yeah, so like I said, that's what's going on there. We do have ourselves still seeing a bit of strong velocities out of the storm there. Once again, we are under a tornado warning there south of Little Rock. This is out there by areas near East End, Iron Springs, portions towards Woodson, Hensley. Let's see here, Wrightsville. These areas are included as well. I'm also extending into Scott, Keogh, and England. So heads up to you guys. We are inside of a tornado warning here overall. Now, severe thunderstorm warning in effect also for some of these regions near Sweet Home, College Station, Shannon Hills, Mablevale, Vimy Ridge, Bryant, and some of the surrounding areas here around southern Little Rock. This is for the possibility of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and also the potential there of quarter-size hail. So this is ongoing, guys. We are seeing ourselves this in effect, guys. Basically, let's go ahead and check on the polygon here. This warning does expire here at 7:15 Central, so this is currently 8 o'clock, so we have about 15 minutes left on this warning here. Dude, literally, I heard the sirens go off on my program here that lets me know if there's a tornado warning or something. Dude, I got up and I instantly went live. I quickly crafted a thumbnail. I quickly just hopped on as quick as I could, dude. You know, especially after seeing some of those radar signatures that we were looking out there for a minute ago. But once again, y'all, like I said, this is definitely a pretty nasty-looking storm here. I mean, a couple frames back, you guys could actually see this thing had a pretty nasty-looking hook on it. It looks like that hook has been included in the last few frames here, but it is still looking like a pretty strong storm out there overall. Now, I'm going to be saying we're going to have to watch out for maybe a little bit more rotation by Scott. As you can see, we might have ourselves a little bit of an embedded supercell trying to kick off there towards Scott. This is kind of what we are looking out there for. Whenever it comes to it, like I said, the velocities and stuff like that, they look to be increasing near Scott's. Who knows if a little bit of rotation could pick off there just southwest of Scott here. Also, like I said, on reflectivity, you can kind of see there might be a little bit of hook there, so definitely need to look out there for that overall. But anyways. But once again, guys, we have a tornado warning in effect. Like I said, this literally requested urgent coverage to go live for you guys. Once again, this includes East End, Iron Springs. Let's see here, Wrightsville, Woodson, Hensley, portions out there by Scott, Keogh, and England. Once again, this is directly just a little bit south of Little Rock. So this is literally Little Rock right here. This is just to the south of it overall. So obviously, like I said, this is definitely a pretty serious situation here overall. And whenever it comes to it, like I said, there's a good possibility that we did just see a tornado that just formed out of this storm here. Like I said, we hopped back here several scans ago. Let's go ahead and actually hop up here to the last few. So if we hop our way back over there, you can actually see we did have some pretty strong rotation at one point. As well as, you know, another frame or two later, you can see that we get a potential debris ball that developed there. Mark, thank you, man, for the 5. I appreciate that, man. Very much appreciated. So big shout out to you, man. But yeah, so we did have ourselves a bit of a debris ball that did develop out of this here overall. So that leads me to believe that this was a confirmed tornado. Definitely did pick up there in a couple of frames. So we had that popping through. Let's see here. Whenever it comes to it, we also did have, let's see here. Yeah, rotation. It was still occurring out there by East End areas. It looks like East End might have, portions of, along the western side of East End here, actually might have gotten hit by the tornado there. Let's hope that that's a false reading per se. But there's really no, it's hard to see a false reading on radar here whenever you see something like that. So it definitely looks a little unfortunate overall. But anyways, like I said, we still have a tornado warning in effect here, guys. We definitely still need to be looking out there for this. Once again, we have a tornado warning in effect for Iron Springs, Wrightsville. This includes portions out there by East End, Woodson, Hensley, Scott, and also areas near Keogh and England. This is once again south of Little Rock. This is just to the south of Little Rock, okay? We're going to need to continue watching this here for the next little bit. Now, the warning will expire here in about 11 minutes. That's if they don't extend the warning. The way it's looking right now, we're about, like I said, we're going to be holding off here for another 11 minutes until this warning either gets canceled or another warning takes its place. So right now, it's kind of just a bit of a waiting game to see what they're going to do, or they're going to end up doing with that overall. Scott, man, thank you so much for the 5, dude. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Much appreciate it. Like I said, I was not planning on doing this live here, dude. I got up as soon as I heard this. So obviously I threw the thumbnail together, threw everything as quick as I could, and I hopped on here as soon as I could. So, anyways, let's see. I'm surprised it didn't stream yesterday. Dude, my sleep schedule's been all messed up, John. That's the problem. Is I've been on past events, man. I have been up all nights, and my sleep schedule's terrible because of previous events. But I'm trying to get that fixed here, and obviously as soon as I heard this go off, I went here for you guys. Anyways, but yeah, so East End areas, I think you're pretty much good. The storm has rolled through this region here. Woodson, obviously that'd still be in your shelter. Hensley, I think the storm's going to be a little bit to your north. England, possibly same thing. Keogh, just keep an eye out there for it. Wrightsville, Scott, you guys are in kind of the moderate heavy precipitation popping off here right now. And, and everything like that. So, obviously things are kicking off across some of those regions there. And once again, like I said here, a couple frames back, I do believe that we did have an actual tornado on the ground here just a little bit ago here overall. Like I said, the hook on this thing was an absolute monster. This thing was actually a pretty nasty looking hook overall. This thing decided, it looks like it did drop a tornado here. If we hop over to velocity, as well as correlation coefficient, you can see there's a little bit of a debris signature there, it looks like, out there by East End. This was here just a little bit ago. It looks like that was a confirmed tornado. Although the National Weather Service has not confirmed that, but just by me learning radar and stuff like that, and just classic radar signatures, that's telling us that it looks like that thing did drop a tornado there. But since then, the hook there has been occluded. The hook is no longer visible. Also, the rotation on things has it looks like it's been dying down just a tad, which is good news, which will hopefully allow them to expire the tornado warning here. Which, according to my one program, it looks like either the tornado warning's been canceled, or either that or my program's just glitching, because I've had both happen before. So I'm just gonna have to wait and see confirmation here. The other two programs I use does still show the tornado warning there. So that's what's going on out there. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, we'll have to continue watching that. Like I said, we have ourselves about, let's see here, we would have ourselves about 8 minutes to go until this does get canceled here. So we have ourselves about 8 minutes to go until this gets canceled overall. So, we'll just have to wait and see what they end up doing there overall. So, anyways, so it looks like they just pulled it. It looks like they just canceled the tornado warning. Okay, well, that's good news. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that they finally decided to remove that. So, no longer tornado warning in effect, guys. We're going to go ahead and change. Let's see. I think I need to probably make a new thumbnail. Not right now, but here in a little bit. Anyways, guys, but like I said, I just wanted to hop on here as quick as I could, Like, holy cow, dude, that was a pretty crazy scenario there. So, I'm probably gonna go live again tonight here. I'm not sure when. Let me go ahead and actually change my title and stuff like that. So, bear with me here, because obviously I don't want to be misleading since the tornado warning is now canceled. So that's good news. Let's see here. Hold on a minute, y'all. Live. Tornadoes, wind, and hail. Here we go. Okay, I changed the title, so we should be good. We should be good now. Like I said, obviously, I don't want to be misleading after the tornado warning's canceled, so we are all set. So, I should be able to keep the thumbnail, actually. I think the thumbnail was fine. Anyways, but yeah. So, we still have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here, guys. This will remain in effect here for, let's see here, the next 23 minutes, 21 minutes. So, this will expire here right around 8:30 Eastern. 8:30 Eastern time, which will be basically so locally this is Central Time, so this will be right around 7:30 Central Time for you guys. So that's what's popping up there. Let's see, did they include anything on this here? They did not have so they don't have a tour possible tag. They just have a let's see here, maximum hail size up to quarter size and maximum wind gusts here up to 60 miles per hour overall. Let's see here. Kimberly Assistant, thank you for all your work. Sign prayers. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it. We're not doing zip codes, Heather. Sorry. Like I said, during coverages, we don't do zip codes because they obviously take too long. And if I focus on, one person at a time and do that, we're not getting the coverage we need. Okay, so we're gonna have to hold off there on that. Save that for a forecasting stream, my friend. Anyway, so yeah, that is what's going on there. Once again, Scott and Mark, thank you guys for the donations. I really couldn't say a big thank you at the time being because we had the tornado warning in effect there. But yeah, so thank you guys. Appreciate it very much, and much appreciated. I'm going to take a moment here to hop over to the risk, guys. I want to go and show you guys the overall convective outlook here from the Storm Prediction Center. Whatever it comes to today's risk, we still have a marginal risk, a level 1 threat here for today. They didn't introduce a tornado probability, though, out there towards southern Illinois. We have a tornado threat out there by southern Illinois, western Kentucky, western Tennessee, a lot of central and northern Arkansas, portions here of southeastern Missouri. We are in a tornado threat level 1 out of 5 for a 2% chance of tornadoes. So that is a tornado probability here. Pretty decent size, I'm not going to lie. So decent tornado probability here overall. Damaging winds, 5% chance out there across Arkansas, Missouri. Some of the surrounding areas, also including southern Indiana, actually in the risk there. That's for damaging winds that could get up to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. And hail, also a concern, 5% chance for hail that could get up to quarter size overall. Let's see here. Okay, so we're going to hop back to radar for a moment. We have a little bit of a tail that's trying to develop here on the bottom of the storm again, here south of Wrightsville. I don't think this is anything of concern right now. We'll have to keep an eye out there on that little tail there, though, because, sometimes whenever you have these, little things popping off here, like I said, sometimes if you have these little tails that come up here, it brings a little bit more of a concern. It brings questions to mind, like, is the storm trying to recycle? Is it trying to, go tornado producing again? So that's the questions we gotta definitely ask ourselves here in a case like this. Let's see here. No, we're not doing zip codes, guys. Like I said, sorry, it takes too long. It takes way too long, and if I do one, you can see there's a lot of people who's wanting them. I can't focus on all of those right now, okay? Anyway, so yeah, tomorrow's risk here really quickly. We do have a tornado risk tomorrow as well across Texas out there. Pretty big marginal. They did upgrade this area here overall. Let's see here. Damaging winds. Let's see, 5% chance. Hail, 5% chance as well. But day 3, that's where the big stuff happens. Sunday, we got a pretty decent risk for severe weather Sunday. And even Monday, look at this. Even Monday, we have another risk out there towards South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, and northern Florida overall. So we'll have to watch out for those days upcoming as well. We have a lot of severe weather on our hands here in the next couple of days, and we'll be here to be live for you guys. I'm going to try my hardest to be live for everybody and to help out overall. So, anyways, so yeah, that's what's going on there. Let's see. So yeah, like I said, this was just kind of an isolated cell that popped off here. There is no really big tornado threat today. It was just kind of like a, it was just basically kind of like a little thing that popped off here. Can I tell you what direction it's heading? It's heading northeast. It's heading relatively east-northeast here. The storm is tracking towards areas like Lanoke, let's see, Carlsley. Which, like I said, this tornado warning is now canceled, which is good news. We obviously don't have that tornado warning in effect anymore, which is definitely great news. But we do still have the severe thunderstorm warning, and like I said, whenever it comes to the storm here, we have a little bit of a tail that's trying to develop here. Like I said, I'm not sure if that's specifically going to do anything, but like I said, it's a tornadic cell. This storm did, it looks like this storm did drop a tornado from what the radar signatures were showing us there overall. It looks like we did have a confirmed tornado there. Storm Prediction, National Weather Service, they did not confirm that with that warning polygon anyways. But like I said, we hopped back a couple of frames ago, back in, several frames ago. You could see how out there by East End area, how we did have this like brief little pocket. You see that right there? That looks like a debris signature. And whenever it comes to it, the velocities were right over that area. So that leads me to believe that was likely a tornado that did drop down there. Also, you can see it had a pretty nasty looking hook on it there for a couple frames. I mean, look at that thing. Really nasty looking hook there that we did have overall. So that is a bit concerning because obviously, because of that happened, it just shows that this area right now is in a tornadic prone environment. Whenever it comes to like the mesoanalysis and let's see here, let me pull that up here. Mesoanalysis, we're going to hop you guys over here too. This is kind of like in-depth information from a forecaster's perspective of kind of what's going on here. But yeah, when it comes to it, I mean, the winds out there by Little Rock is about 20 to 30 knots, which really isn't that strong. That lower level jet here, about 4,000 feet up, the winds are going about northeast, 30, 40 knots. 20, 30 knots, my bad. Mid-level winds here is about 60, 55, 60 knots, so nothing too crazy, but it is definitely enough to get things going here. And of course, instability-wise, we really don't have too much energy down there. I mean, we're talking less than 1,000 joules per kilogram mixed layer instability, which is not a lot of energy for these storms to fire off here, but it is obviously enough. Obviously, that is enough to allow for things to actually pop off here. So that is that. But anyways, let's hop back to radar, guys. Like I said, we still have a severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect out there. Once again, this is southeast of Little Rock here overall. This is out there by, let's see, well, Wrightsville's mostly out of the warning here, or mostly past, the storm's mostly past Wrightsville, so I'm trying to say here. So Wrightsville's pretty much good. We have areas near Keogh, should watch out there for Scott, England. You guys are ahead of the storm. So obviously watch out there for those regions as, we could have ourselves some unwanted severe weather potential out there overall. And like I said, the warning here currently for this for the polygon here is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, also quarter-size hail is the thing as well. So quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts is overall what we are seeing here with this warning here. So that is obviously what is kicking off there. Now it looks like we have a couple more cells to the west that's trying to develop here. I don't know if these are going to end up materializing into anything significant per se, or anything really anything really crazy. But let me hop real quickly over here to the models. I do want to show you guys the HRRR here, kind of see what's going on overall with all the storm potential and stuff like that. So it looks like as we hop our way down in time here, you can see kind of those cells that we're rolling through. Central Arkansas, which they're doing right now. It looks like a couple more cells could develop to the southwest here as we work our way here into 9 o'clock. So right around 9 o'clock as we'll continue. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. We could start to have maybe some more cells developing in South Missouri, according to HRRR. Let's see here. Obviously, right around midnight, we continue to see some cells pop off. And it looks like as we approach the early morning hours, basically early morning hours here for tomorrow, some sporadic thunderstorm activity could develop out there across some of those regions here. Maybe even including portions like I said, southern Illinois and maybe even southern Indiana too. could be seeing a bit of that activity. It's really those discrete cells, those really individual cells that you need to look out there for. That is obviously the main problem. That is obviously the main concern out there. It's just looking out there for those discrete cells. Oh, new tornado warning just got issued. Looks like, yep, there it is. I'm glad I stayed live, man. Holy cow. All right, let's go ahead and change our title again here, y'all. But yeah, like I said, obviously, I was not surprised because there's that little tail I was telling you guys about. Remember how I said that it has a little bit of a tail on it? That is what I was talking about. And yep, yes indeed, it looks like it is having a bit of rotation on it. So once again, guys, we are now, once again, under a tornado warning here for the same storm. So let's go ahead and let me change this real quickly. That way people can get the word out there. Obviously, that's the most important thing here. Let's see here. First of all, I'm going to do this. And of course, we're going to do this. Okay. Let's see here. But yeah, this includes portions out there by Keogh, England, and Coy. Which once again, this is here just southeast of Little Rock over here. So make sure you guys are inside of your safe spots here overall. Like I said, this is this is a potential tornadic producing storm. Like I said, it looks like a while ago this storm did produce a tornado here. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. Here we go. I just updated the title here. Anyways, but yeah, no, it is definitely still definitely is rotating there. It looks like pretty broad rotation as of now. We did have a moment there of some pretty tight rotation here overall. Correlation coefficient does not show anything there. Like I said, we had that little bit of a tail. It looks like that tail has obviously started to lose a bit of that precipitation on it. So it's giving us not as good of a view, but it looks like obviously there is still a bit of rotation there, and we need to keep an eye out there for that. Anyways, moving east at 15 miles per hour. It's really not moving that fast. It's actually moving pretty slow here. See, radar indicator rotation, basically just saying, yeah, the radar has picked up some rotation in the thunderstorm. As of now, there's no confirmation of this tornado on the ground, but like I said, all tornadoes should be all tornado warnings should be treated equally. And the fact that even if it is confirmed or not, you still need to take this very seriously. Okay, so that is like I said, that is what we are seeing there. So obviously, like I said, this area is this area of interest is rotating, obviously, but it is tracking its way out there towards Keogh areas here. It looks like it might just pass slightly to the north of England and Coy. Although you guys still are in the warning, and you should, for safety, still be in your still be inside of your shelters there overall. So we'll have to watch out there for that. I'm also watching another area up here, just northeast of Scott. Like I said, it looks like we might have a little bit of rotation trying to form here. I'm not too sure on what's going to happen with this cell quite yet, but it looks like we are going to be seeing this little area here. It looks like it does have potential that it could potentially go tornadic here overall, and so we'll have to keep an eye out there for that overall. And like I said, right now we do have some rotation here once again out there by Keogh, England, and Coy, which, like I said, is southeast here of Little Rock. Okay, so make sure you guys are in your safe spots. Once again, make sure you are well away from windows. Obviously, if you have a basement or a storm cellar, that's where you want to be. If not, the central interior portion of your home, so like such as a closet, a bathroom, something in the central portion of your home to help provide you as much protections there. So, like I said, obviously, please, take this seriously here. Like I said, obviously, if you're in a warning, you want to make sure you take action. They're there for a reason. Warnings are there for a reason in order to help you be prepared. Okay, so like I said, please be careful, guys. Like I said, this is a serious situation here popping off. So, still are seeing a bit of rotation here west of Keogh. They just updated the polygon to no longer include England here overall. Also, Coy Yeah, I figured those were in the southern part of the warning. I didn't think the rotation would make it down there to begin with. But the new polygon has just come out here. We are still including Keo. Obviously, if you're in Keo, you need to be in your shelters. If you're in England and Koi, you guys are good to come out of your shelters. Although I would, like I said, I would recommend at this point, though, that you still remain indoors and, away from windows, because, this is a storm that is going to be rolling fairly close to you guys. I mean, it's a little bit to your north, but it's going to be rolling pretty close. I mean, lightning can strike pretty far away from a thunderstorm, so look out there for, maybe a little lightning activity. With the low amount of instability that's available in the thunderstorm right now, I don't think there'll be too much lightning, honestly. I mean, there'll likely be some, but I don't think there'll be like a constant light show or anything like that. I don't think there's enough energy in the atmosphere for all that. But still, it's just a safe practice to do. Obviously, staying away from windows and, just being indoors, during a severe warning. Actually, England there is under a severe thunderstorm warning with it. Koi is not. So, England, at least, you definitely should be, still away from windows and, nowhere near the outside there. Anyways, but like I said, you guys, if you're just tuning in to us, we do have ourselves a tornado warning that's in effect here just southeast of Little Rock that's popping off out there. We have ourselves that tornado warning in effect for areas near Keo. This will remain in effect here. The tornado warning expires in about 36 minutes. So we have ourselves about 36 minutes here until the warning gets canceled. Overall, right now, let's see here. Like I said, the wording that they put here. Let's see. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located over Estes, I think it is, or 13 miles southeast of downtown Little Rock, moving east at 15 miles per hour overall. So obviously, with that being said, radar has indicated rotation, which basically just says that, hey, radar is, seeing a little bit of rotation there. It's measuring the direction that the precipitation particles are moving. So it's able to detect movement, using Doppler radar. It's able to detect which way that those particles are moving, and in this case, they've seen them rotating, which is, like I said, a bit of an issue there. But yeah, so let's see here. There was a CC drop. It looks like on the first tornado warning we did have a while ago. Which obviously I don't have radar data for that anymore because we were already well past that time. Let's see here. Actually, maybe I do. So yeah, if we hop way back here, there was a debris signature out there by East End, there by Little Rock. It looks like that was there for a good 3 or 4 frames before diminishing. But that's kind of irrelevant to right now. But yeah, so it just goes to show you, though. I mean, this storm here is likely a tornado producer, and it definitely looks like it is a tornadic cell. It just goes to show the environment out here is definitely capable of producing tornadoes overall. The more I look at it, it looks like we're starting to see some more cells developing out there by like Lonsdale area. These are not currently severe, not a currently problem per se, but they should be watched and they should be monitored. So we'll keep an eye out there for that overall. Let's see here. So, right now, like I said, you can currently see like the past radar loops here of the storm here overall. Just like I said, once again, earlier in the storm's life, it had a really nasty hook on it. I mean, look at that thing. Very classic hook signature there. In the current frame here right now, it looks like things are kind of thinning out for the most part, honestly. Not seeing too much more rotation, not really seeing too much rotation in the storm right now. But with that being said, still be in your shelter. There's no reason you shouldn't be right now. So obviously, like I said, be in your shelter until I give the all clear, until the tornado warning is canceled. Also, Keo, inside of the tornado warning here overall, like I said, really no big areas here, just like Keo included there for the most part. Let's see here. This also includes, Toltec Mounds State Park, Toltec, let's see, Estes, we have Pettis, and Blackmore, which is included in the tornado warning here overall. So, like I said, take cover now, move to a basement or an interior room, or let's see. On the lowest floor of a sturdy building, avoid windows if you're outdoors, mobile home, or vehicle. Move to close to substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. So that is that. Now, the good news is there's no hail indications. There's no risk for hail on that in particular cell, so that's good news. But obviously, tornadoes is what we need to be focusing on mostly right now. So at least that's good with no hail. There's also going to be the possibility of some gusty winds up there, possibly to 60-mile-per-hour winds. More on the backside. They did include the possibility there for quarter-size hail on that severe thunderstorm warning here. I'm not really seeing anything that's like really screaming big hail per se. So that's good news. At this point, I'd say probably up to quarter-size hail is a possibility. But, like I said, whenever it comes to it, the main thing here is paying attention to this warning here. The good news is we do got a close radar. I mean, obviously, Little Rock has a radar here just to the north of the city. And that is what's going on there. Anyways, back over to velocity. Like I said, I don't really see too much rotation really going on here at the storm anymore. But like I said, it definitely could recycle itself. I mean, you can see back here in earlier frames, back whenever it did go tornado warned, we did have a pretty decent amount of rotation that popped off. Versus now, you can kind of see a lot of that's been dispersed. So that seems to be heading on a good track, and it looks like they just canceled the tornado warning again. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad to see that. Yeah, they had that scheduled to cancel like 30 minutes ago, or sorry, 30 minutes in the future. They decided to pull that early because, like I said, it looks like that rotation did stop out there. So we're gonna go and change back our thumbnail or change back our title there overall. Canadian WX is not on the ground, man. Definitely not on the ground. At least with the radar scans that we can see from everything, it does not look like it's on the ground overall. So that is definitely good news. We still have this severe thunderstorm warning getting ready to expire in about a minute or so. So we'll see if they end up issuing a new warning or not. I don't think so. It honestly looks like the cells might be dying out. So if you look closely at the reflectivity scan, it looks like you guys might, obviously you guys can see how we had a lot of dark red and kind of orange colors in here. Now it's kind of turning more to just like, or I should say, more of like dark red and, just really a lot of red. And you can see here in the latest frames how there's not much red and it's kind of more like yellowish orange, which that is showing us that the precipitation rate is going down, which could be an indicator that the storm is dying. So that could be good. That definitely could be good. But yeah, so here in about a couple seconds, actually, we are getting ready to have our severe thunderstorm warning get canceled. Oh, looks like it just got canceled on one of my programs awaiting. There it is. Okay, we are now no longer under any warnings. We are now good. Holy cow, dude. Like I said, I never got up so quick to go live. Holy cow, dude. Oh, man, that's crazy. Let's see here. Did Andrew ever get that fountain pop I gave him money for? Oh. No, because YouTube takes a month to pay, so. Let's see here. All right, so is Jonesboro good? Jonesboro? Where is Jonesboro? I'm not too familiar with this area here, honestly, with you guys. I'm not gonna. Okay, Jonesboro Northeast. Well, meanwhile you are in a risk here. Let me go over the risk again for you guys and show you guys where the possibility for tornadoes is today. So let me go ahead and hop over here to the SPC, the Storm Prediction Center's website overall, and so the dark green area here, this is where there is a severe concern today. This is where we do have a threat for severe weather overall. So for northeast Texas, extreme slither up there in northwestern Louisiana. We have central Arkansas, southeast Oklahoma, southern Missouri, southern Illinois, southern Indiana, central western Kentucky, western Tennessee. We do have ourselves a marginal risk out there for severe weather, which is a level 1 threat. And when it comes to it, 2% chance out there for tornadoes across the following areas here. This does include some pretty populated cities such as Memphis, Little Rock, Evansville, Indiana, North Little Rock, and Jonesboro, Arkansas. These areas are included in the tornado threat. So whoever did say Jonesboro, this is included for you, my friend. So just be, just watch out there for it. Like I said, the risk is really not that great. The risk, the probability of you getting severe weather is pretty low in this area, but like I said, it's a possibility that overall, collectively, we could get a couple of severe storms out of this. Also, damaging winds here, 5% chance, possibly gusting up to 60 miles per hour could be a possibility out there by central and northeastern portions of Arkansas, southeastern Missouri, southern Illinois, southern Indiana, central western Kentucky again, and western Tennessee here. Possibly up to 60 mile per hour wind gusts could occur. And hail. Hail, we do have ourselves a threat that does extend all the way down to northeastern Texas, with the possibility here we could see a bit of hailstone activity, possibly up to quarter size, maybe some quarter size hail Obviously, could be a potential out of some of these storms here, so look out there for some small hail. Obviously, damaging wind gusts and a couple of tornadoes cannot be ruled out there. So that is obviously a possibility. Anyways, but yeah, back on the storm, it looks like the thing is rapidly disassembling itself. The storm is definitely not as strong looking as it once was. You can see here in the last few frames, it looks like it's not as strong as it once was. So that's definitely good here. Let's see here. Will Sunday severe threat go enhanced? I'm not too sure, my friend. Honestly, I'm not gonna. Obviously this is still a couple days away per se. And a lot can change in the models, and the overall forecast can change quite a bit. But it's I wouldn't say it's impossible, but honestly, I'm not expecting it, to be honest with you. Do I think a margin risk should be moved into central Indiana? Not really. I don't think that's going to be needed. Even though there might be conditionally favorable environment, the models really kind of show that becoming a big kind of cluster of storms. It looks like there's not going to be enough. Let's see here. As you can see out there towards central Indiana, coordination below here, it just looks like a big cluster of just heavy rain. And whenever storms cluster up like that, sometimes it can definitely limit severe potential overall. So so that is obviously what we are looking out there with the models and stuff like that. But at the current moment now, we're watching the potential out there for a few discrete cells, a few isolated storms that could obviously carry severe concern on them. That's obviously kind of what we're paying attention to for right now. Now, if I hop over here back to radar, which I'm going to go ahead and do really quickly, I'm actually going to pull it up on my other program here. So let me go ahead and bring. First of all, let me change this, and then okay. All right, let me go bring you guys over here to this in particular view. So across the region, I need to turn on the data. Oh, that's not it. Here we go. That's it right there. So whenever it comes to it, like I said, obviously these were the storms that we were watching closely. If we hop our way over towards like Fort Smith area, looking at the radar, it looks like there's not a whole lot going on. Just a few little, showers trying to pop up here. They can shower all they want, but don't want them to turn severe overall. If we hop over here by Springfield, it looks like we do have a thunderstorm just south of Springfield, out there by Highlandville. Maybe a couple other thunder showers developing in the region. Models did pick up on that, really kind of amplifying over the next couple of hours. Maybe just a bunch of these scattered showers and, some embedded thunderstorms could be a possibility. I don't think they're really going to be too severe. I mean, like I said, given the environment here, I don't think they're going to be too much of a concern out in these regions here. Just a bunch of kind of just normal scattered showers and thunderstorm activity rolling through. So nothing really too insane. Let's see. Bug says thanks again, Andrew. No problem, my friend. Let's see. We had a couple tornadoes yesterday and a couple severe thunderstorms. Yeah, no, that was that cold core setup we were talking about there for the last couple of days. That could develop out there by, like I said, portions of, like I think it was Wisconsin. I hear we did get a pretty nasty storm out there that did drop a pretty large tornado, unfortunately. But I'm glad that we got the alert out there before the event happened. That's obviously the main thing. I'm glad that we, let you guys know about that, and that's why I'm telling you. I mean, it's definitely something you got to do is keep you got to take these things seriously, man. You can't just brush them off. I mean, obviously, sometimes you might make it unscathed throughout a pretty bad severe weather event, but if you continue to do that lifestyle where you ignore these warnings, one day it could bite you. Which obviously I hope not. That's not what I'm hoping, but it's just obviously a good habit to get into to obviously take these things seriously, man. So. Anyways, let's see here. Okay. Do I think a second round for Arkansas starting tomorrow morning that you pointed out before has severe potential that early? For Arkansas, here let me hop back to Arkansas. So by the time, okay, so yeah, I see what you're saying. See here, let me hop back over here. So you're kind of talking about this line here. I believe this is what you're talking about here. This is for like the early morning tomorrow. At this point, I I mean, there is still definitely some instability that could be over 500, joules per kilogram, which is enough for the potential. Honestly, it wouldn't be surprising if we did have an isolated severe storm out of this here. It's certainly a possibility overall. Popping through, yeah, look at these dew points, man. Yeah, these dew points they're actually making it up in the 60s, which is not bad. Not bad moisture for lower levels. But yeah, ultimately though, overall, I do think it's possible we could have a couple isolated severe storms that could develop out of a couple of these little guys. But I think the main problem is happening now, or did already happen. Honestly, I think the main problem was just these kind of discrete cells. These individual storms that are firing off here. You got to watch discrete cells because they have the favorability environment around them to organize. Around them. So there's not really any other storm that's, taken their fuel from them, per se. So these discrete cells really have the advantage by really using the conditions that are around them to fire off. And obviously, whenever a storm system becomes more clustered, more complex here, obviously severe weather potential does drop a little bit. Overall. What's up, Mark? Hope you're doing good, man. Well, once again, dude, thank you for the 5 earlier. Appreciate that. Like I said, sorry I couldn't say thank you to you guys more. Whenever we had that tornado there, the tornado warning there. So once again, from now, thank you so much, Scott, as well as Mark, guys, for the donations. You guys are very sweet. Appreciate that very much. And you certainly did not have to do that. Anyways, but yeah. So that's what's going on, guys. That is kind of what we are seeing here. Let's see here. So honestly, like I said, it looks like that one cell might be dying out just a bit. I think we are going to conclude coverage here for now. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to be live here for too much longer because, obviously I hopped on here in an emergency to go live whenever those tornado warnings popped off here. So I don't think we're going to be live too much longer. But guys, subscribe, turn on post notifications because if I need to go live again tonight, I will. If there is a tornado warning that pops up, I will go live again today. So like I said, just hit that subscribe button, guys. It takes 1 second. It's free. It helps out the channel, helps out you, and it helps out everybody else because YouTube's pushing our content out there the more you subscribe. So if you guys could subscribe, please, for the love of God, help out, please. It would be greatly appreciated. Not for you, but for literally everybody else as well. This is a big-time help for a lot of people, and you can help that spread out there by subscribing, and if you would like to, even consider sharing this. Be much appreciated. Anyways, let's see here. Renee says, how am I tonight? I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for staying on. No problem. Do I have anything for Cincinnati, Ohio tomorrow? No, honestly. We're not expecting anything severe or anything like that out by Cincinnati, Ohio. So we're good. We're good, my friend. It's just really Ohio in general. We're not expecting anything too crazy. But all right, guys. Well, you all take care. Like I said, we're going to roll off here for now. I don't want to keep you guys whenever there's nothing popping off here. Like I said, there's currently no severe warnings in effect here. We did have those 2 tornado warnings we did cover, plus a severe thunderstorm warning there. So I'm glad I was able to be here for you guys for that overall. And like I said, if I have to go live, I will go live again. Like I said, right now, let's hope not. Hopefully you don't see me again tonight. Hopefully you don't see me again tonight. But in case you do, like I said, just know we'll be here. Just know that, if I go live, just be at ease knowing that if a tornado warning happens, we will go live for it, okay? That I will give you my promise, okay? But, all right, guys. Well, you all take care. See, Soaring says, appreciate you, bro. Have a good one, everybody. You too, Soaring. Thank you, man, for being here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you to the mods. Thank you for the people who subscribed, guys. Thank you so much for everything. And, all right, y'all, we're going to head over here to the ending screen. Like I said, we didn't even go with the intro this time. We had to jump right on into it. But, all right, well, stream's going to head off here in about 2 minutes. So go ahead and say goodbye to your friends, family, anybody you're hanging out with in the chat. Once again, if you have not already, subscribe, guys. Like I said, because, like I said, there is a possibility that a couple more severe storms could happen tonight. A couple more tornadoes theoretically could happen. So just be subscribed in case if something happens. I mean, shoot, after the event, I mean, if you really want to, you can unsubscribe if you want to. I really don't care. Well, I do, actually. But obviously, the main thing is keeping you guys safe. So, I mean, if you just want to subscribe temporarily, honestly, I get it. So, just in order for you to be prepared. But all right, guys, y'all take care. Much love to you. Once again, big thank you to Mark as well as Scott for the donations, guys. Much appreciated. Much love to you guys. And all right, y'all. Well, stream's heading off here in about a minute. You guys take care. Hopefully, I don't see you guys again tonight. Because if I do, it'll be for something severe. But all right, guys. Y'all take care. Much love to you, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.